All right, thanks so much, Adam. Story time. There's nothing more iconic about a library, maybe even about childhood, than story time, and the county library has figured out a way to do it safely and with a little extra fun. Joining me to tell us more, Tammy Austin from the county library. Tammy, thanks for being here this morning.
You're welcome.
Okay, story time, so important, integral maybe to the mission of a library. But you're like stepping it up a notch here. I'm seeing yoga items.
Right, so we do a yoga story time once a week on Fridays. And so all of our story times we focus on talk, sing, read, write, play. But for a yoga story time, we add in some yoga.
I love it. I mean, why yoga with story time?
So for little kids and adults as well, once you add in movement, it really helps make those brain connections for those little kiddos. And it makes for healthy bodies. And in yoga, we also focus on our breathing so that they can learn some skills to help with their emotional regulation, which is hard for everybody.
Yes.
And so we can start right away.
I love it. Okay, maybe I'm not dressed for yoga today, but are there some poses
yes,
you can
we'll
show
do
me
a couple.
that we can do?
Yes, so I always pick a theme. So for example, say we did weather. So we'd read a book about weather, and then we would do like a weather pose. So we can open up, point your toes out, hands go forward, and now we look like a snowflake.
Oh, how fun.
Yay, good. We can also sit back in a chair. So have your feet come together, and then just pretend you're sitting in an imaginary chair and arms up. And you can pretend that you're lightning. So now we're lightning striking during a thunderstorm as we talk about weather.
I love it. This is fun.
Thank you.
And that concept that you coordinate kind of the topic that you're thinking about, so this intellectual part maybe, and then a physical tangent part.
Right, and then we sing some songs and play some games. Like we have these cubes with different poses, so we can roll the dice and do our different weather poses and talk more about it.
I love it. And I mean, how do you keep this safe? We are in the middle of a pandemic. How do people access this?
Right, so we actually offer lots of story times, and we do 2 to 3 story times a day, Monday through Thursday, on Zoom. So they're interactive. You can log in. We can all see each other and talk to each other and sing songs. And then on Fridays on Facebook, we post a yoga story time, so you can watch it anytime and do it safely at home with your family.
And that's so nice. So you don't even have to like log in at a certain time.
No.
That scheduling bit can be really hard if you have a 3-year-old,
right.
you know, maybe multiple 3-year-olds in your house. But you can log on and do it whenever you're ready to.
Yes, exactly.
I love it. Can you go through for me just some of the other options you have for people in terms of story times and options online?
Yes. So our Zoom story times, we do an evening story time on Tuesday. It's bedtime story time, so you can get kids all ready for bed, you can have your story time, and then wind down and go to bed. We also have a baby story time that a colleague does, so you can come interact with just your little newborn and sing songs and watch them and things like that. And then we just have regular family story time. So 2 or 3 every day, Monday through Thursday.
This is such a great resource just because I think it's hard to come up with new ideas as a parent. You have your child with you 100% of the time, and the library is offering all of these resources to help you learn how to make sure that your child is progressing and learning new ideas and fun things to do.
Right.
So fun.
Exactly.
We're speaking with Tammy Austin this morning at the county library. You guys are so easy to find. Facebook, online. We'll link all of that on our website too, abc4.com/JMU. Tammy, thanks so much for getting me moving this morning.
Thank you very much.